Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel TeaandArt. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So today I am going to try the Artline honey resin, and this is their medium viscosity resin. Super excited to see how this one turns out. In the previous video I used their deep pour. It is a ultra low viscosity and created a Larimar effect. Now I'm going to check this medium viscosity and we will see how this one turns out. I am going to make a flower today and it is a bloom. I will be mixing the resin. It is 2:1 again, and similar to the low viscosity one, this is the medium viscosity. I'm going to try the blooms with this resin and I'm going to make 3 blooms here, and we will be creating the blooms with the different temperature of the resin here, and I'm going to show you in which temperature you get what sort of bloom with this resin. So let's start. So with all of my trinket trays, I will be making trinket trays, and I'm going to take 60 grams of part A and 30 grams of part B. So this is what I will be doing here. So I've mixed the resin. Now I'm going to pour this into the trinket dish, and I'm going to do the alcohol inks first. First of all, I'm just going to pour this. And for my first bloom, I'm going to wait around 20 minutes. So here I'm just pouring the resin. So I just simply mix the resin and I'm just pouring it into the mold. So I haven't put this into any bubble machine because they say that it is almost, you don't have any bubbles when it cures. So we will see. Of course, there is some bubbles, but still we will see how this one turns out. Just using a little bit of my heat gun to remove any surface bubble that I have. And here I'm going to create the autumn theme. So yeah, I haven't created any autumn theme resin this fall. So this one is going to be my one-off. So I have selected the color and it is a reddish brown into the center, then a apricot alcohol ink color on the outer edges, and then I'm using a deep moss green color onto the outer edges. So I will be using these same colors for my 3 trinket dishes so that you can see with the same resin at different temperature what blooms you get. So inks are already in and I have mixed my white. I have used casting craft, and now I just told you that I waited for 20 minutes after pouring the alcohol inks. So after 20 minutes I am using my white resin and just added casting craft into this. For this I'm going to create some smaller circles. I will be creating different patterns each time. We will see how the blooms look like. It's always a surprise to see what design you get. So here we go. I will be creating these small circles all over. And I'm capturing the drip that comes afterward. I created the circle so that this don't creates any blobs. So after creating the circles, I am using the toothpick. Before I was thinking that I always think that I'm not going to create any petals, but then yeah, I couldn't control myself and I do that. So here I'm just moving the blobs if I see anywhere with the help of a toothpick, and then I will be creating the petals. And I will see you next day. This is the next day. I don't know, the back looks amazing, but then yeah, the back is always amazing, but we don't know how the front looks like because I didn't wait it that much, and it is a medium viscosity resin and it's 20 minutes only. So let's see. Fingers crossed. I'm really admiring the back actually. Oh wow. Okay, I got a good bloom, but then you can see that there are a lot of blobs, and this is why it happened. You all know that I haven't waited along. My resin was not of a honey consistency, as I always say. It was a bit thin on the thinner side, so hence I got the blobs here. But still we got some blooms, yeah. But you can see that Yeah, this is the main reason when your resin is not ready. Sometimes it's worse than this, but still after 20 minutes, it's not that worse. I wasn't expecting any. If there would have been amazing bloom, I could be surprised, but this was after 20 minutes, so it's fine. I'm just going to decorate this trinket dish with the chrome marker, and I'm using a copper color, so I will be doing this all around the edges. I just need to make it a beautify. Maybe it looks good to some people, but just going to jazz it up a little bit. And here comes my gilding glue. I'm going to create some flower, just going to do an outline here. I have created this style of when my flower don't comes out that great. I just try to use this technique, and you can create this into something amazing, yes, just instead of throwing it away. So I will be doing some rough petals, just an outline here with this gilding glue, and then I will leave this to dry. And when it gets transparent, you can use gold foil or mirror gold. It's really up to you. So on to the next pour, and this is day second. Here I have mixed the resin same way, haven't put it into the bubble machine, and this time I am creating the bloom after 30 minutes, and we will see. Sorry, actually it was 35 minutes, not 30 minutes. And one more thing, winter has almost started and we are getting a bit chilly time here in UK, so this also depends on the temperature. The resin don't cure really fast, so these are the things that you need to take care of. So my resin is a bit on the thicker side. I'm not going to say it is completely onto the honey consistency side, but I have waited 35 minutes and I really don't know how this resin is going to behave, so I think 35 minutes is enough for the wait. I'm using my heat gun here just to remove any surface bubbles again, and then I will be dropping the same color of the alcohol ink the same way I did into the previous video. So this time there are no jiffy bags or any piping bag. I'm just going to simply directly from the cup, I'm going to create the circular pattern that's I'm doing here. Here we go. So just creating a very big circle into the center. And then a little bit of more lines. I just don't want to do it too much. But we will see what design we get. Is it going to be a flower or I don't know what, but I'm going to create some pattern. And that's it. And now again with the help of a toothpick, I am going to create the petals. Here we go. We leave this to cure and I will see you next day. So this is the next day. I can see the bloom is totally different from the bag and I don't know if it is a fast pass or a fail. Just need to see after 35 minutes how this resin behaves. Okay, yeah, we got a lovely flower here. It is a totally different design. I wasn't expecting this. Not at all. Totally not at all. But I think it is amazing how it created these petals. It created a lot of texture into this. I think it is amazing. I love it. A very different type of bloom. So again, I'm going to use the marker to decorate the edges. So on to the third one, and for this one I waited around 45 minutes. Yeah, this is the most I waited, and it is now you can already see that it is very close to the honey consistency, maybe more than that. And I was afraid actually at the moment because my resin was heating up and I didn't know that how it will behave now. So fingers crossed. And on the side, I was thinking that maybe it will cure itself or something like this, but totally in a panic mode here. So for my white, I always use casting craft for making blooms. There are other whites as well, but if you ask me, I always love using casting craft because it gives me the lovely blooms. Throughout, I used the same alcohol ink. I didn't change any of the color. I was thinking, but then I thought I'm just going to see. So this is the same resin, same alcohol inks, and the same white at different temperatures. So this might help all my beginners friend as well. Lately, I have seen in some Facebook groups that a lot of people are trying to create the blooms again and they are failing so badly. So I know that the feeling about this when I started the resin and I didn't get the flower bloom, trust me, I know the feeling and when I see at that time. So this is the casting craft here. I don't know what happened to my the nozzle, so I am putting it this way. So I'm just eyeballing it into 20 grams of resin. I always tell you to add around 8 to 9 drops. So this is basically the amount for me. 20 grams of resin, 8 to 9 drops of casting craft. That's it. Because sometimes when you add too much of the white, it do create that heavy effect and then you get the plops and that not beautiful flower blooming. So here I'm going to mix this. And again, I'm going to pour this into the jiffy bag. And this time, I think I will be creating a different form of flower here. I will be creating 3 circles, one into the center and other 2 on the right and the left. The reason for using the green color on the edges, I'm just thinking of creating a leaf effect. That's why I use that color. So for my next video, I might try this resin for the petri dish effect. I will try my best to do that. So here I can already feel how the resin is pouring. So this is the bigger circle. And these are the smaller ones. So you have noticed that I haven't added any background to any of my flowers. So yeah, that was something that I was discussing, that I need to add any flower or background or not, but if I will be doing that later on. But before that, I will be seeing how they look like on their own. So here I'm just going to make the petals again. And after creating the petals, I am going to leave this to cure. So this is the next day, the third one of the bloom, and I can see it's looking lovely from the back, but we will see how this looks like on the front. Okay, yeah, you can see it turned out to be lovely. I love the petals here. A very totally different kind of petals from all of the blooms. So this is the first one, and one thing I'm not sure that why I don't know. I made smaller circles maybe. So this is the first one and that one is the last one, and in the middle I got a totally different effect. So these are the 3 blooms with the same resin, with the same alcohol ink, but different temperatures. So you get 3 designs here. So I'm just loving the color scheme here. I'm going to color the edges of the rest of the trinket dishes, and then I'm going to do a top coat. But before that, I added the gilding glue into the first one. I'm going to use my, the gold mirror on the top of it. I haven't used the gold mirror because I was thinking that should I use or should I don't use, because after using the gold mirror, it might hide the flower bloom. So this was an experiment and I thought I'll give it a go, and then you all can see that if anytime you have to do that, it is a technique available for you. So I'm going to take out my mirror gold by Pebeo, but you can use other gold foil as well. The reason I'm using this, that it creates very less mess with the gold foil. The gold foil spreads everywhere, so that's the only reason. But one more thing, that with the mirror gold you get a different finish. It's a mirror sort of finish, and with the gold foil it is a bit on the different side of finish. So I'm going to do this on top of this and I will show you. So this is how it looks like after applying the foil. So this is going to be the final step. I'm just doing the top coat here. So this is the final look after doing the top coat. So each bloom is very different to the color temperature, the resin temperature. And you can see that I haven't done anything at the back still, but I'll do a black coat of resin on all of these stitches. So keep on watching and do let me know what you think about the one that I did the golden gilding glue, how this one looks like. So I think it is a lovely finish. And all in all, they all turn into a lovely blooms. And again, the pouring of the resin really depends on how you are pouring it, and you get different designs of the blooms. I was expecting a lot from this one, but I don't know, it just stopped, and this is how it looks like. So this is how each one of them are looking like. This has a very different, unique sort of pattern. And then this is the final one where I got a design. So I'm going to do the black one, and you just see into the next video how they look like. So after pouring the black, the design came out really fine. So this is the blobby one. So I will be showing you all of them, how they look like one by one. So that's it for today, and I hope you liked today's video. So I will link everything in my description, 15% discount code on this Artline crystal epoxy resin. So I can certainly feel that this resin has a very different way, and I think we have a lot of possibilities to create a lot of things with this resin. And the Lorimer effect was a success. And then these flower blooms, totally a different design. Do let me know which one is your favorite, 1, 2 or 3. So I don't know what if anyone is going to like the one. For that I waited 20 minutes, again I'm just telling you. And for my second one I waited for 35 minutes, and then the last one 45 minutes. Now I really don't know if I should wait more than 45 minutes, because this resin has a 60-minute working time. So maybe we'll try. It's going to be a challenge for me. Maybe I'm going to make a short video for that, so we will see. But do let me know, and I hope you liked today's video. And if you did, please do let me know in comments. And also please like, subscribe and share a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so. Take very good care of yourself, everyone. Bye bye.